Hello there folks, I'm Akir, and I haven't been uploading for a while because I've been on a Viking Festival. I've been recording stuff there for you. It's mainly an interview with a friend I met there who makes some stuff, and he explains to us how he learned how to do it, pretty much. And it's a pretty long interview, so I sort of split it up and put in parts, well, other parts from the Viking Festival, a bit of singing and archery and stuff like that for you folks to sort of get a breather in between the long interview. And the quality of the recordings are so. My camera is really shit, and I'm really sorry about that, but I can't really afford something better at this moment, so beggars can't be choosers. I hope you're able to enjoy it nevertheless, and also this friend of mine that I met, that I've been interviewing, also made a real pretty ring that I happened to show my girlfriend in a very particular way, which you're also going to see at the end of this video. So, without more stalling and anything, hope you enjoy it, even though the crappy quality, and I'll see you next time.
Hello. My name is Gauthier. I'm from Brittany, which is in France, but not really. But it's another story. It's I think I'm here to talk to you about a sort of reenactment, the craft that I'm doing here. We're here on the Viking Festival on the island of Karmøy. It's quite amazing. It's the first time I'm in Norway. We've got a pretty fucking cool country.
Is it your first time here?
Yeah, first time in Norway.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I've done several festivals, quite a few in England. That's where I live at the moment. Learning leathercraft on my own. That's what brought me into the reenactment. Just been following of very lucky meeting that I've made with some people. Just happened like that.
So you randomly met people,
yeah, definitely.
and you just had common interests?
Yeah, definitely. The first people who got me into reenactment were people I've met in England about 3 years ago, on the Isle of Wight, south of England. Was living there, was barman at the time, and I was starting to get into leather work.
Seriously guys, they had it in this time. You guys know now. Are you drinking?
Yes,
Me? No. Wine.
You like it under
So you're talking about how you learned to do leatherworking?
Yeah. Where I actually started and how I got into reenactment. So the story, it's pretty funny. So just happened because I was lucky, really. So as I said, I was doing my own little stuff at home. That wasn't very good for the girlfriend back at the time because I was taking all the space in the room. I was like I had leather under the bed. I was dyeing the.
So your leather hobby has now taken over all your space.
Yeah. I was living above the bar where we were both working in, and I was even dyeing the leather in the toilet. Like, anyway.
In the toilet?
Yeah,
you mean in the room, not in the actual toilet?
Out of the toilet room.
Yeah.
Like, all around and like fucking pieces of leather being dyed and stuff. So I was pretty funky. So I was doing my own stuff. I started with little pouches and things like that. So on and off, I went and give a hand for free. There was a workshop on the island I was living. And I went to the workshop and give them a hand for free, like sometimes they were very busy and I was just helping them with belt and stuff. I wasn't asking for anything, I was just happy to learn. It was very good.
So did they sort of teach you in return, or they just like you dropped off the stuff?
They didn't really teach me, because what they were doing were purely commercial, plain things, so belt, which is really straightforward, and pouches, which are simple. At the time I was already trying to make complex things on my own, like spend some time and make some nice objects. But they did teach me how to work in a workshop. That was pretty good. That was really, really interesting. And then they introduced me. That's one of the biggest thing they brought me as well. They introduced me to reenactment. I didn't have a clue what I was before.
So you actually got into leatherworking before doing reenactment?
Yeah. Just more or less like few months before, you know. It's only like within few months period it happened in the same time.
Well, was it like, did you sort of get into reenactment because of leatherworking, or was it just two separate happenings?
It's because of leatherworking, because the workshop I was helping was doing reenactment gear. So they were really into that, and they still are. So the first show they took me at, they needed a Norman lord, like somebody who speak French. So I didn't have a clue what I was. They gave me costumes, and I was sitting on that throne and supposed to talk French to the public, and I was really, really funny. A good thrill, really good thrill.
Tell me what it is that brings me back to you. Tell me what it is. I can't stop loving you. Tell me what it is that brings me back to you. Tell me what it is. I can't stop loving you.
So kept in touch like that with the people of the workshop, and then I left England. I went traveling in other countries where I got some other skills, where I found different inspiration for leather work.
So you sort of learned a little bit from around the world.
Yeah, definitely. After that, I went to Australia, and they were doing lots of saddlery and sort of Western type leather working. It was very, very interesting. And then, basically all the stuff that I learned were from the book that I had at the time when I started in England. All the basics are really well explained in a book. I can't remember the name, but it's different books anyways.
Var det litt sånn kål?
So you sort of started with just one book?
Yeah. I just read the instruction, and it's really it's like that in leatherwork and in most crafts. Once you sort of got like the basic techniques, it's just the matter is applying the simple techniques, simple things to do to the piece, and then patience and making making things happen with time. I mean, making a pouch is the same as making a backpack. It's just more time.
Yeah.
But the sewing technique is the same, and how you make a hole is the same, and or to get like a straight line with a knife is the same, you know.
Yeah. So as long as you got the basics, you can pretty much
Yeah.
just decide how much time you.
You want to spend on an object and,
Yeah.
and make things happen, and it's just after that you, as I said, you sort of feed yourself with inspiration, different places, and then so I went traveling. So that's lots of different stories. I won't talk forever, but
So it.
Maybe 6 months ago, I'm really starting to get on making interesting projects, and the guy who I met 3 years ago in England, I'd seen those pictures on internet, and like we're keeping in touch anyway. We're sending news, emails, and things like that. And 6 months ago, in an email, he said, "Oh, I might get a bigger workshop. I might like try to go bigger in the business and things like that." And what are you doing? What are you up to? And say, like 6 months ago, I didn't have any plan. So said, "Oh, man, I'll happily come back in England for you if you want. And if you want, now that I know what I'm doing with leather, if you want, I can work for you." And then, just happened. He gave me the job, and now I'm working at the workshop in England, like it's full.
Put him in the scuffles with a hose pipe. Put him in the scuffles with a hose pipe. Yes. Put him in the scuffles with a hose pipe. God is
Time job, and it's really
So it's
I'm really
basically,
grateful of him.
you started as like an interest and hobby,
Yeah.
and in the end you got reenactment. You got yourself a job that you
Yeah.
enjoy doing.
Yeah. It's it's really just by showing interest and trying different things that good things happen to me. So, yeah. So as I said at the beginning, I was just very lucky. And now because of the job, I'm here in Norway, and
Because of it, you can allow yourself to do a lot more stuff.
as well, yeah. And then I'm learning more now that I did 3 years ago, being at the workshop, like working bigger pieces, using the sewing machine and like little stuff, but it's the skills are still improving, I think. It's really good. And then that's the leather part, and then the other part is reenactment. We're selling our stuff here. Luc, who owns the workshop, got a tent here, and so we come in here. We went to Ireland, lots of shows in England. It's very good. I really really enjoyed it.
Oh, that's
what to
awesome.
say,
No, it's cool. So it started with a book and it got you this far.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
But did you know that you sort of wanted to do leatherworking, or was it like,
think
this
I had
book
the
will look
feeling.
interesting?
I think I think everybody sort of get the feeling for leather. It's really easy for everybody to say that, oh, that's a cool piece of leather, you know. Anybody from a guy into a skyscraper, you know, speaking this big cigar with a fucking cool leather seat, he will enjoy leather. But like a I don't know, a builder will enjoy leather to have like a nice pouches for his tools and stuff, you know, like.
Yeah.
I think leather talks to everybody. So yeah, I did have this taste for it, I suppose, and just
All right.
got into it. And then creativity, you just pick inspiration, as I say again.
You can just keep making stuff really,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
always come up with something new.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. That's awesome. Thanks for having a chat.
Oh, no worries, my pleasure. Anytime.